Hello friends, there's big news coming out of Detroit that you need to hear. There is a major strike that is brewing, and Bank of America is now saying that it is going to happen. The contracts with the three main automakers is up on Thursday at midnight, Thursday 11:59 p.m. So a strike could theoretically start as early as Friday. The United Auto Workers is really gearing up for this. 150,000 workers. We're talking about a major strike. Now, this won't impact your deliveries unless you've just ordered a vehicle that hasn't been manufactured yet. But barring that, you're going to be not impacted directly from this, but we're talking about billions and billions of dollars at stake. If the workers do not go in to manufacture the vehicles, then those vehicles don't get made. That also means the suppliers don't get paid, and everything just stops. And that is going to cost billions and billions of the U.S. economy for every day that it is shut down. We're talking major money here, and you may not care about that. But for the financial markets, for employment generally, Stellantis is already coming back and saying that if this strike moves forward, if the demands are ridiculous, they are going to move more and more production down to Mexico. And so the loss of more manufacturing lines in Detroit is definitely going to be a major blow to workers. These are union workers, 150,000 union workers. And then we talk about the hundreds of thousands of workers that work for the suppliers in the surrounding areas that make the parts and all that kind of stuff like that go into these plants. So we're talking a major issue. What is the United Auto Workers Union asking for? They're asking for a 46% increase in pay. Now, that is not out of line compared to some of these other things, and the 46% increase is probably negotiable, whether it's spread over 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years. So we're not talking about like a 46% increase in pay in 1 year probably. And remember also that this is United Auto Workers beginning bid. Stellantis actually came back with a offer of 14.5%. Ford and General Motors or Government Motors, depending on how you look at that. But they came back with some offers that we don't actually know what the numbers were on that. But the UPS strike was averted this year, and they got a 48% increase in wages. American Airlines workers and everything like that, they got 46% increase. Now, once again, this is spread over years, so it's not all like 1 year. Delta workers got 34% increase. West Coast dock workers, there's that whole big strike thing, right? 32% increase. So 46% as a starting bid is not out of line with what these other unions are asking for. Now, Google out there, which is how accurate is this for coming up with a average wage of the UAW union? But it says that the UAW union workers make about $60,000 plus benefits, $32-ish per hour on average, plus benefits. So a 46% increase would push that up closer to closer to 90,000-ish, a little shy of that. Now this would be once again over a couple years. With inflation the way it is, that's not completely unreasonable. Now, they are also asking that their hours get cut from 40 hours a week down to 32 hours a week. That seems like a bigger issue there than the money itself. But wherever you stand on whether the big three automakers, they made I think $21 billion this first 2 quarters of the year. So that's Stellantis, Ford, and GM combined. So, I mean, they're making money, and they should be passing along a good bit of that to their workers for sure. But, these type of things, it's just a question of these businesses are already looking at wages down in Mexico are cheaper versus keeping them in Detroit. So will this force, or will this provoke these auto manufacturers to move more of their cars out of Detroit, or even potentially into other areas of the country? So that's a big question out there. Now, Walmart, we just got a report yesterday. If you were watching Rudy over at Alaskan Prepper, or a bunch of guys that jumped on this. I think Pinball Preparedness jumped on that too. But Walmart actually is cutting wages. Apparently they have enough people applying, enough people desperate for jobs, that they're feeling like they can pay them $1 less per hour for new hires, and that they're still going to get all the workers they need. So that's letting you know where Walmart feels like the labor market is right now. There's a lot of people that would probably really like these union jobs as is, let alone $90,000 a year. I think we'd all find that to be quite a comfortable living, especially if it's 32 hours a week, right? But now that's not to say they don't do hard work, they don't get exposed to chemicals and stuff like that. They do. That's all true. I did a short stint in a steel mill here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I almost got crushed to death by a crane. And so I kind of realized that I don't have the situational awareness to not die in that type of situation. And I thought it was better to get out of that, even though the money was good. The money was good there, and had a great experience. But you know, some people are better suited to, especially like I said, that situational awareness. That can be partially trained, but some people are just like me. I can just block things out and just get very, very focused on whatever I'm doing and not really be aware of what's going on around me. Now, California, speaking of cars, California is just pushing a bill. The Senate has just passed it, and it's going over to their House of Representatives, that by 2030, all electric vehicles are required to be bi-directional, so that their charging can actually dump their power from the cars back into the grid. So they'll be able to reach down into the cars and pull power back into the grid whenever they want to. So basically, instead of building battery banks, they're going to just require everyone to buy electric vehicles, and then they're going to just use all those electric vehicles as a virtual battery pack for their renewable energy dreams and everything like that. So that's big news out there. So will you be using your car, or will the government be using your car? And that's what they're seeing out there. All right, let us know if you guys have any opinions on what's going on with the Detroit auto workers strike, which side of the thing you land on. Be polite to people who disagree, you know. But let us know what you're thinking about that. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out another video, there's one right up here. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you later. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report, out.